Welcome back. Today we're reviewing 8-year-old Sagamore Spirits Rye, aged in new oak charred barrels, here on the channel next. Welcome back. Like we said before, we're reviewing 8-year-old Sagamore Spirits Rye. It is an 8-year-old aged in new charred American white oak barrels. It's 111.4% proof, and it roughly goes for about $80 here in Michigan. What I like about Sagamore Spirits is they're in Maryland, and they really took that whole rye thing and ran with it, because rye whiskey used to come from Maryland pretty much about 100 years ago, like all the time. But Sagamore Spirits has really embraced that heritage of rye whiskey. So we got into it. Let's read a little bit on the back. Our craft requires careful aging and thoughtful blending, and this 8-year-old straight rye whiskey embodies the power of both. After aging out our rye in new American charred oak white barrels for at least 8 years, our distillers crafted this complex rye with notes of dried cherries, cloves, smoky vanilla on the nose. Perfect balance of sweet and spicy, this rye whiskey has a bold palette of flavors of candied ginger, sweet orange, molasses, and nut brittle. I have no idea what nut brittle is. I can understand what peanut brittle is, but nut brittle? Our Sagamore Spirits Reserve series celebrates the legacy of Maryland distilling with the unyielding focus of excellence from start to finish. Now, this is non-chilled filtered, gluten-free, distilled in Indiana. So this is of course, MGP, or better known now as Ross and Squibb. Really wish they would rename that, like maybe, I don't know, Ross and Rachel. That'd be even funnier. Now that you know a little bit about the history, and like I always say, what's the juice like inside? Let's get to that nose. Oh, wow, Jesus. That is a sweet, that's a sweet note. This is a straight off their rip neck pour, as you guys can see. Wow, that is super sweet. That smells amazing. It's got some legs. It's got some viscosity. It is coating this glass like crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a nice, deep, rich amber color. It smells like dried apricots. That sounds weird, but that's what that reminds me of. A dried apricot. Like you popped them open, you went to Kroger, and you popped them open, got home, and just munched on one. The taste, holy Jesus, that's all. They ain't kidding when they say cornucopia flavors. You get the rye spice, you get the vanilla, you get like a weird, up north, we have a Mackinac fudge. And I don't know where everybody else is, but I'm sorry, that's the best fudge on the planet. They make it right there, and I don't know if it's the Michigan water or what it is, but I've had it from Jersey, Atlantic City, Boston. I've had it, I can't remember the name of it. The one that mixes it up, Cold Stone, doesn't hold a candle, but that reminds me of a Mackinac fudge, like that deep chocolatey note. The rye spice is there, but the finish is very subtle. For 111.4 proof, this doesn't have a strong Kentucky hug. It's just a very easy going. This is beautiful. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for $80, Sagamore, I mean, tip of the cap. This is absolutely beautiful. Zach from the Bourbon Kingdom always says that it's usually $10 per year of aging. So for 8 years, $80, you know what? I can see it. It has, like I said, the nose is great. The taste is, we're going for second taste. You get the vanilla note, you get a hint of the caramel, a little bit of peppery note, but it's so thick. I don't know if you guys have ever had, this is going to sound like a weird note. I was reading my notes. Boysenberry. Yeah, I can definitely tell that boysenberry, dark, but at times bitter berry note. This is, I've had a pick. I have Dusty Dan's pick, and I have the Tres Hombres, which is the My Bourbon Journey, Dusty Dan, and Jason C. from Mash and Drum, their pick. This is damn good. This is really good for $80. I think it's better than the Remus 6 that I got. I really do. I think this is outstanding for the price. It's delicious. The nose is good. The taste was outstanding. The two tastes that I've had. So like I've always said, find a whiskey, open the whiskey, enjoy the whiskey, because good whiskey and ryes are always meant to be shared. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk with you guys soon.